Go live?
Yeah, go for it, mate.
No. Going live, mate. We're now live.
Are we?
Yep. Welcome everybody. Geez, what a few hours I've had trying to get this up and running. Can you boys let us know whether you can hear us clearly or not?
Yep, I've just put a little message on there saying sound check, please, guys. So hopefully,
Yep.
that works.
Loud and clear, boys. Well done. Oh, apologies, boys. We don't have all the background graphics. I've had a big computer glitch and had to remove programs and update programs, and I'm just glad that we're here in time for
I'm here.
round two. Yeah. I'm glad we're here for round two of the tier 2 at COTA. Welcome, Ads.
Yeah, thanks, K-Man. I didn't realise that there was so much technical stuff going on in the background there. I've been at footy training tonight with a bunch of under 9 kids running amok. So I was sitting here all ready to go with the headphones in and the iPad and a glass of red wine, and didn't see anything coming up. And then I saw the message saying that there wasn't going to be a stream. And I was like, wait, what? Now I'm going to miss out on drinking my bottle of red wine.
Go.
But here we are.
We are, and quali is underway.
Marvellous. Yeah, this is going to be a interesting race tonight, especially with this particular track. It's a difficult track with tight corners. Obviously, there's going to be track limits. I'm pretty keen to see, what some of the approach and sort of tactics drivers use to get through 60 minutes of not having a potential and a very high potential of a drive-through tonight. So, I've seen some of these guys drop down some pretty good lap times, and I think that going by my couple of laps of practice, it's pretty close to track limits and things like that. So it's one of those ones where you close your eyes and hold your breath a couple of times, I reckon. Try and put down some good lap times, but I think some of these guys have done a lot of practice too. So hopefully, mate, that they show us up and have a good showing.
Yeah, absolutely. Bear with us too, boys. There is, which you wouldn't be able to see currently, there is a new pop-up, and now all the cameras are done by the controller, which is a little bit, frustrating. You learn it one way and then it changes the next week. So we'll work our way through it, and I'll get the buttons down pat probably by the last minute of the race. As this is
I'll be
going to be
out by then, so it won't matter.
Yeah. This is going to be a difficult circuit, for not just for tier 2 but for tier 1 too. As you'd be aware, if anybody's done some laps, the cut tracks are pretty ferocious around here. I'll be honest. I've said to my team, if you can stay away from the cut tracks and not end up with a drive-through, you are definitely going to find some extra places, I think, throughout the course of the race tonight.
Yeah, that's similar advice that I've given to my guys as well, and Gather has certainly voiced that to the team. It's definitely going to be one of those situations where, if you've got someone pulling away from you, let it be. Probably racking up the off-track violations, but just hanging there. And 60 minutes is a long race on this track, especially if you're that close all the time. And it is difficult. And I just wanted to say too, while the guys are just dropping down their first couple of quick out laps, we've seen, and I just want to commend Tier 2 too, because we saw at the end of Season 8, we've seen at the start of Season 9, their race start from Formation Lap have been excellent. And, it should be testament to those guys, with how they've started off, gotten through the first few corners and really settled down for a good race. Can't say the same about Tier 1. We had exactly the same in Season 8 towards the end, and we had it exactly the same as last week. First flat, first few corners, and people taking each other out. It just got really messy. So, as far as I'm concerned, in Tier 1, we're there to set a standard. and we're not. And Tier 2 is absolutely killing us on race start. So well done to those guys.
Yeah, totally agree. We've got to make sure that when it comes to our turn next week, we put on a slightly better show than we did in round 1, which is for sure. So,
especially if you're driving a blue car and you take out another blue car. I mean, how difficult is that driver?
Yeah, well, you know what? These things happen from time to time, don't they? That's what happens when I thought I was trying to get out of the road and
oh, that was you, wasn't it?
Sorry?
Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh.
That was me.
I knew that.
Yeah, of course you did. On board here with Wayne Morris from BHR. He's currently putting in his first flying lap by the looks of things. So doing a good job so far. Sort of halfway through the lap and not a cut track penalty, so that's good.
Yeah, I don't know who that's in front of him, but no, Wayne's a very new driver to ACC. He's come into Team BHR, and he's gelled with the team quite well. Actually, he's never driven a set of Corsa before, so this has been his first time. And one of the things that I've liked about Wayne is that he rarely pops his head up in the chat, but when he does, he really takes things on board. And I know someone awesome's been in there helping him a fair bit of stuff too. So another mention there, someone awesome taking on a real sort of like senior role in the team with regards to these guys, helping them out with setups and onboard coaching and things like that. So really rapt to have someone in the team and taking that role on. And it's always good. Yes, they always say a good leader is only a good leader when they're surrounded by good people. So we've got some excellent people in our team and some really good depth. So I really appreciate all the stuff that the boys in Team BHR do. You still there, K-Man?
Yes, mate, I'm still here. I'm just trying to work out these buttons, mate. So bear with me, please.
Yep.
There we are. So we've got Gazza currently fastest with a 207.4.
That is quick.
Shamrock in for a P2, fair way behind. And Normie XC for GRT, and then Shaky Nick in P4. Well, now P5.
He will be shaking too, I reckon.
Now we've got a Flung Poo Panda. Jeez, that's a tongue twister.
Someone did say that. Geez, it would be funny listening to someone try say that name on the stream, and you've just absolutely proven that. I'm just going to call him Panda, but if anyone's seen that movie Grown Ups, the Panda 91.3, have you seen that movie, hey man?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay, so you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, maybe I should. I'll do homework before the next round.
Yeah, you should. No, I'll tell you another good movie too. It's Electric Blue 33. Do you recall those ones?
Now we're talking about my kind of numbers.
That was the days when they had hairy armpits.
Yeah.
And they were R-rated actually on a VHS videotape.
Yep.
For all you young guys out there, you won't know what I'm talking about.
Well, just looking at this board for a minute, there's a fair few guys still to put in a lap.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of invalidated laps. Actually, I might just put my glasses on so I can see. What have we got? 7 minutes and 20 seconds. So, so already they're gobbled up half of their quality time, just about. And you're going to find that guys that have invalidated laps. So what do we got down there? M. Harris. He's probably one I would expect to be up towards the pointy end.
Yeah, still to put in a.
Scotty Pye should be up there. EXO should be there, definitely. K-Man, you're a spectator, so you won't be.
No.
But it's going to be one of them tracks, and you'll see this next week as well with the Tier 1 guys. They'll be on the raggedy edge trying to get the best time that they possibly can, and it will just take that one brief little outside the white line, and yeah, see you later. So, and then because it is such a large track,
yes,
being exactly 5.5 kilometres long. So when you're going around doing lap times of the ones that these guys are doing, it's like just over 2 minutes, like a little bit longer than Bathurst. So there's definitely some time wasted when you do get an off-track lap invalidation. So
yeah, absolutely, totally agree.
But just we've got Burradog in there. Bounty's in the YouTube chat as well. Rocky, Andrelli, Riggsy. G'day, Riggsy. To watch that video the other day of you and your young fella on the go-kart, mate. That looked pretty cool. Noxie's in there. Moray, someone awesome. G'day, guys. Thanks for jumping on and having a gig with us tonight. But just special mention to Burradog. He picked up Norm. I just had some comments with Burradog today, actually, with regards to Norman. Stormer Norman, as he calls him. And currently sitting in P2 at the moment, and very close to being behind Gazza, so 4/10. So you could pick up there, Burradog. Definitely in the Tier 2, mate. It always helps when you've got, people that run in the Tier 2 operating up in the pointy end of the point scoring system. And just to mention, what have we got? 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Let me just turn on my other laptop. And I'll give you an update on where we are with points and whatnot. So currently, as of round 1 last week, finishing up with Tier 1, so including Tier 2, we've got Team SAR on top with 112 points. And second place, Team BHR on 106, so 6 points behind. P&L on 100, 12 points behind. GRT, 18 points behind on 94, and PRT, so last season's champions, on points of 64. So 48-point difference there. So, but it's only early days. We've got a 7-round season 9. So still plenty of opportunity to make up some points. But some of these new guys coming in late. If you can get someone like Norman Storman into your team, that's unknown, and then puts it up in a P2, as from what I can see, that's a pretty good pickup. So, in terms of Tier 2 points at the moment, standing, let me just have a look here quickly. So, currently, M. Harris. So, where's Mr. Harris at the moment? Came in on the qualifying.
Yeah, these camera shocks and changing are becoming a little bit cumbersome.
Oh, he's in P5.
Now in P5.
Yeah, so Mr. Harris is currently in P1 for the points on 30 points. For SAR, we've got Bitsmison, who I saw earlier through the qualifying, was up quite high. So he's currently in P7 at the moment, so for GRT. Shamrock for SAR, Team Little Bear for P&L, so Team Little Bear, a massive improvement there as well. And Scotty, Interrule, in there for 22 points. Yeah, Scotty Pye, AB Saints, and Bozza. So I don't know if Bozza's on there tonight, is he?
No, I don't.
I can't see his name. So PRT driver, Dash Vanguard, I believe, has pulled the pin for the rest of the season. So I'm not quite sure what's happened there, but a bit disappointing from a team's perspective to lose good drivers out of their team. So currently sitting there with the qualifying, we've got Gazza in P1, so 207.2. He's even improved that time, so that's a cracking time. And to be quite honest, I might have to ring him later for a setup because I have not even got down to that time yet. And Norm in P2, so there was a Porsche going around there, actually. So Norman for the win. Riggsy's called it.
Well, that's a early call. Yeah, apologies, guys. The way it appears that we have to do this is I've got to scroll through all the drivers and it will land where it wants to land. It's not actually just going down the page.
go back to the garage, you should be able to work it from the list that's on the screen, I think.
If you take notes, if I go to Gaza as an example, and then I click on Gaza, right, and then hit drive.
No, just keep it on Gaza. Just keep that screen list up there. Just keep that camera view, I reckon, mate.
Yeah, but
it'll just
Gaza?
be easy. Just probably parked up behind the finish line.
So
that's Norman.
Yep. So that's right.
At least that way, then you can flick through to the driver that we need.
Yeah, it'll be a lot easier. That takes up a bit of the page, but apologies. I think we'll probably have to do it that way.
Nah. Well, look, we had technical difficulties tonight, guys, and you know that we'll always try and do the best we possibly can. I don't think there's any sound from the cars, so that's okay. Just gonna have to listen to us. But right now, we're bringing you something that's probably not quite to the quality that we would normally do. But certainly going to try our best, so just hang in there. But qualifying's about to finish. I dare say that there could be possibly a few changes. We've still got some guys out there. Panda's gone up into P3, so Flung Poo Panda. That's how you say it, K-Man.
Flung Poo Panda.
Flung Poo Panda. So Flung Poo Panda's also new to Set of COTA, a couple of zones. He's never driven ACC before. He's actually come from Xbox, has set up a wheel and whatnot to come and sit down and do racing with us Ruse guys for tonight and this season. And just popped that up in a P2 there, just in front of Norm's. So,
nice.
it's good effort.
VHR front row lockout.
Oh, they can hear the cars. They can hear the cars, K-Man. That's good. Excellent. I can't.
No, mate. I didn't want to press too many more buttons.
No, leave it at that.
We could have ended up with nothing. My apologies.
Leave it there. So who we got cycling around? Norman's still on a lap, is he? Just jump on Norman for a sec.
Norman's still on a lap. Yep.
Crossing the finish line. Is he going to improve his time? No.
Bits are missing.
He's coming through.
In the Merc.
He's still on a flyer.
No, it wasn't any quicker, so he's pulled up too. Cermic Squid.
Well, you've got 3 SAR in the top 7 so far, mate. That's pretty cool.
Oh, well, it's a long race ahead. So again, we won't get too carried away, given the I think anywhere you look or anywhere you read, they talk about this circuit and they say that they do believe some of the track cuts are a little bit unfair, but anyway, they are what they are, and we all have to deal with it.
So some of the turtle humps are bad.
Yep.
Which I just saw Cermic Squid just pop over them, and he's just broken off and finished that lap. So, well, there you go. That was good. Who we got coming across the line? No one. So, it's what have we got? Who's that going? That's all finished. Excellent. Well done, guys. So, BHR Team Gaza in P1 with a 207.237. So that's a really good lap time from him in the Audi. And Poo Panda in second position. Norm, good effort. He's only 4/10 behind those guys in P3. Bits are missing for GRT, so BHR 1 and 2, GRT 3 and 4, SAR 5 and 6 and 7, and PRT twice in there for the top 10 with Cermic Squid in P9. So kick it and rip it in P10. That's a really good effort from him. I did see somewhere that he had made a massive improvement in preparation for the start of this season. So that's awesome that he's been able to step up and, be a real contender for jumping in there for the top 10. So well done. Well done to everyone else that's participated in the qualifying, and just those guys below, let's let it be known that that some of these guys operating at the top end, they're going to be pressured. Potential for accidents, which we hope that there isn't, but there could be. And and Adrelli, absolutely, mate. This is Tier 2. This is an awesome turnout. And this is one of the whole reasons why we've sort of pushed PS4 through to the Sunday Night League, is because it gave the opportunity for the Tier 2 guys to get some airtime running the alternate weeks to Tier 1 as opposed to on the same night. So, these guys are, not that far behind where the pro guys operate. And we're only talking tenths of seconds here. So there's going to be some really good racing tonight, but absolutely wrapped that these guys can, get a stream, get some commentating going on, and, have an opportunity for you guys to sit down and watch. So well done. And make sure that you hit that bloody like button. We say it every week. Just jump on there, push the button, and it helps the stream. It helps the Ruse TV. We've got 449 subscribers now. So if we can continue to grow that, then it's fantastic for Ruse TV and for you guys that sit down in your lounge rooms or behind your cockpit, as probably Noxie's doing in his brand new race cockpit that he's put together today, and having a frothy. So yeah, let's see what tonight brings.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. I'm just going to take a quick break because, as I said, I've been sort of sitting here non-stop. Ads, if you want to keep chatting, you knock yourself out. And
I've just got to top up my glass of water.
Yeah, we'll be back for race start in a few minutes.
All right. It's holy water too, by the way.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, righto. That'll do.
Hang on. All right, I'm back. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but I'll talk for a little bit. If we look down the grid, we'll do a grid walk. So first pair, we've got Gaza and Flung Poo Panda. So Team BHR 1 and 2 have got the front row taken up there, which is a really good effort. And as Knox has just rightly said, that awesome effort for Gas to do that. Can I get a sound check, guys? I've just got... Beauty. No, I just had some secondary noise coming through. I thought it was a bit odd. What's going on there? So we'll do the grid walk. Row 1, Gazza and Panda. Row 2, Norm and Bits of Missing. And row 3, Nick, Shaky, and M. Harris. Yeah, Barry Dawson, imagine how fast Gad would be if he had time to practice. Mate, honestly, Gazza's... hey, Drew, how are you, buddy? I would love for you to dust off your rig and get back into it, mate. We'll love to have you back. We've missed you for the last probably 12 months, so glad you're on board having a watch, mate. Thank you so much for jumping in. So, yeah, top 10, we're going to have some guys that are all... First corner is a full-on hairpin, so, every chance that there's going to be some carnage. I hope that there's not. Probably if I was racing tonight, I think I would prefer to have the inside line. Outside, you try and get out of the way a little bit, and then you end up out on the turtle curbs, which won't settle the car, and guaranteed you'll lose, 1 or 2, 3 spots quite easily. So should be a good turnout tonight. I do reiterate what I said before about the Tier 2 guys. The level of professionalism showed over the last few races has been nothing but awesome. And, you know, I have full confidence that tonight the guys are going to be out there tonight again trying to do the best that they possibly can. So they're about to start off on their formation lap.
I'm back now. I've lightened the...
How you going?
Yeah, good, mate. Lighten the bladder. Should be right for the next 60 minutes at my age.
Yep. Give room to the ovaries. That's a good thing to do. So just talking about the guys, you know, taking the first turn. I think I prefer to be out on the inside of the racing line on the race start, as opposed to the outside, just because of the turtle curves that are out there running wide of track. So, you know, the moment you hit them, it just unsettles the car and can get really dusty. So we've got Pesky has joined us in the chat on YouTube channel as well, mate. So Pesky's been offline for probably about 12 months.
Pesky.
Yep, so he's back. So
you're doing well.
See him in there. He is doing well. He's been looking after himself, which is really good to see and good to hear. So we'd certainly love to see him back out on track. Probably look good in coloured green too, I reckon.
Oh yeah, mate. How many can you have? Seriously, between you and Burrow, you've got about 300 drivers.
That's a spreadsheet. You just keep adding cells and it just makes room. I don't know what goes on there.
Add another line.
My team how charts like the platform that people come into when they haven't done this before, and then we mould them and then we push them out to other teams. So should be good.
Welcome, Rain.
In there.
Yeah.
Vice captain's there, mate.
Mate, you'd be pretty happy, mate, Rain. There's a Mercedes on P4. Yeah.
That's not a bad effort, actually. That's bits of missing, isn't it, from GRT? Yeah. We got 3 SAR cars together, mate. You'd be...
Yeah, I'll be nervous. I know what happened to myself and Jono only a week ago, so let's just hope, you know...
I'd be nervous too.
Let's hope everybody can get through, you know, lap 1 without incident, settle on in and go from there.
Yep. And that's where they're going through now. It's a bloody tough little section of corners too, just to try and get that right. As they're all starting to go into double file. Just on approach to the last corner before the race start here.
Yeah, watch the Audis get the jump on the bigger, heavier cars here, I would think. I'm picking Pooh Panda into the lead at turn 1 if he gets the right start. As they roll around for the start of the race, forming up.
Yep, so it's a little way down the start line. GRT's just looking in the inside there.
Race start initialised.
Green. Here we go. Oh, GRT's just popping up there as well.
Oh, there's been a touch.
That's been a touch. But
that didn't look good.
No, someone's at the very back, but Barker, I just say,
another car has speared off there. I think it looked to me like it might have been Nick. Shaky's gone.
Yep. The VHR 1 and 2. Oh, you've lost one of the SAR drivers in there, mate.
Yes. I think a VHR driver went through there as well.
How many drive-throughs are you predicting tonight?
Oh, I think we're going to see a few, mate, to be brutally honest.
Yeah. Well,
I think there'll be quite a few.
Well, we might reach out to the guys that are watching on the YouTube screen and give us a number of what you think the drive-throughs will be tonight, and then there could potentially be a door prize for you if we pick a winner. I've got a prize actually in Team How Joe. We've got a thing called Daily Dose. So we just put a new visitor's come to our page this afternoon. There's a little bit of, well, actually she's our race engineer, so she might be the daily door prize for the winner.
Poor Shaggy has got a bit of damage there down the back, mate.
Yep, he looks like he just keeps going back as well too, isn't he? Where is he?
There he is, back in 20th now. Oh no, there's another coming together.
Oh, he's just made contact with another driver, GRT driver. That might have been
Psycho.
Interrules, I reckon.
Yeah. He's got a bit of damage on board now. Poor bugger.
Rain of fire, that's funny. You're probably right too, mate. Gazza leading the way. Panda in behind him. Norm, bits are missing. 2 SAR drivers, Harris and Shamrock. We've got Kick and Rip. It's moved up into P7 from P10 where he started from.
That's a good start.
It is a good start.
Christoph for SAR in P8. Cermic Squid P9 for BHR and Team Little Bear round out the top 10. I thought I might have seen Team Little Bear up there a little higher given his form in race 1.
Yeah, maybe he's just dropped back a couple of positions. He's probably going to play the safe game.
Yep.
Which I fully understand. Certainly nothing wrong with that, that's for sure.
Shaggy's gone to the pits already, so he's the first one to pit.
Yep.
Which is quite early.
Yeah, well, looking, Gaz has got the fastest lap so far.
Yep.
For the race and a couple of laps in, but doing a ripping job, but he's not doing it easily. He's got a fair bit of pressure in from behind him, and one of those cars was green, and as far as we're concerned as captains and vice captains, you race for the race win and you race for position, as long as you don't take each other out.
Absolutely.
If you're going to make a pass, make sure it's clean. What have we got? A track temperature of 35.
Yeah, ambient
26. Not quite sure. Probably started off about 35, 36 degrees to be.
Yeah.
I know the multiplier's not quite turned up as much for this round as what it was last round. And it's starting a little bit earlier in the afternoon too as well, so looks like we've got full sun. Optimum track of course for the race.
And 208 from Gazza and 20 just like about a tenth faster from Flunny Poo Panda.
So Baradog's just informed us that Gazza's already on one track limit. So we only did in the second lap.
You only get 4.
Yeah,
on the fourth, it's all over.
It sure is. I had that last week actually at Indy. I can't remember who I had the battle with on track, but I just couldn't quite get past him, and hustling that hard. I think it was like a corner for 12. I actually sacrificed the track limit to try and gain some time on him there, but then I got one accidentally, and then another one accidentally, and then I was stuck on 3 with about 25 minutes to go. So I had to really kind of take it easy, but that's a difficult one compared to here, because you knew where you could get the track limits. Here you don't bloody know. Well, you know where they are, but there's so many of them.
Yeah, that is the problem. It's to understand, it's the second last turn you can afford to get out onto the ripple strip before you come onto the straight. It's probably one of the few places that you can afford to run a little bit wide. The rest of it, you've nearly got to be on the black stuff the entire lap.
Yep. Race engineer Baradog's just informed us Gaz's got 2 now.
Make that 2
this
for
is
Gaz.
what we predicted.
He's all over it. I don't know how he's watching it, but he's all over it.
Gaz has got his own stream going as well.
Oh, okay, righto. So there you go.
I think when you announced that there wasn't going to be a stream, a few guys have piped up and
no, that's good.
Done their streams.
That's good.
So
keep us updated, Burrow, when he hits 3.
I don't want to know.
If he's consistent, it should be the next lap.
Yeah, it was just. I hope it's not, but.
No,
Oh,
and
Gaz.
I think this is a big part of this race. You know, tonight, next week as well. Just here with Christoph, a little bit sideways through there. He had an absolute shocker in round one at Indianapolis. Doing a better job here, sitting in P7 with Kick It and Rip It right behind.
Yeah, he sure is. In the Mercedes as well. Doing a great job, and certainly that back straight with against the Porto. After getting that, he's probably going to get parked in quite easily towards the end of that straight. Gaz is just, I saw on Facebook last week, he's just celebrated a winning anniversary with his wife, Leanne, the lovely Leanne. I think it was 41 or 42 years of marriage. So for you younger guys out, that's two life sentences in jail. My recommendation is go to Thailand. And then, yeah, you'll be right. You'll be treated like a king.
Yep.
So anyway, good on you guys. Well done. Just got to keep off those track limits now, mate. So we've got
It's a long
Psycho
way
down
to
there
go.
as well.
That's the hard part, isn't it? It's a long way to go in the race.
Oh,
To already
is,
have
mate.
two in the bank.
We've got 52 minutes so far, and you know it's kind of, you know, you look at that and you think, shit. You know, you got two, and then bang. Especially when you get pressured. I feel like if it was me, if I was in Gaz's shoes right now, I'd probably let Panda go through, and then just cycle around and used him as a little bit of a tool to, you know, get a bit of a draft off down the straights, keep Norm at bay, and then just try and protect your track limits. So unfortunately, when you go to pitch,
Burrows put his hand up with a great amount of honesty. He had 6 track limit warnings in 30 minutes last night. So
yeah, and there's some other good advice too. Good, honest. Black Falcons going to Thailand in November. Bring one over me too, please, mate. Just make sure it doesn't have an Adam's apple. That's all. I'm sorry if I've offended anybody out there that does have a Thai wife. So absolutely love all women that are wives. So yeah, excellent. Anyway, back to the racing. What have we got there? That's Sumi Squid cycling around. Do you know, one of the things that I really have enjoyed too came in is we've got a really good mix of manufacturers, which is probably not what we were predicting. I think we're in full discussions at the start of the season. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 Audis.
1, 2,
4, 5, 6 BMWs.
4, 5. Don't count me. So 5 Audis. Yeah, 5 Audis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 6 BMWs.
Yep.
A Porsche, lone Porsche. A couple of Mercs by the look of it. Three Mercs, yeah. I think.
Aston Martin. Yep. Lexus.
Yep. Team Little Bear in his Honda. Yep.
Bentley. 25.
Yep.
Yep. Who's this? Who's that? 666. Oh, XO. The Lexus. Yep. Is he making the move on? Where is he? Is he right down the bottom, is he? Oh no, he's in P13.
Yeah, P13.
Wow.
666.
That's a good effort. I can't remember where he qualified. That was... Yeah. He's made up heaps of spots. He's got Bob McCall in the old Aston Martin there, the old V12. I have no idea what that thing sounds like, but I reckon it'll be a screamer for sure.
Yep. Well,
this is a good effort.
Normie XC's now got the fastest lap.
Fastest lap. Yeah, so Gaz is backed off. Bits of missing, 4.5 seconds behind, so you know there's a little bit of pressure's dropped off there, but Gaz needs to just settle in now. make sure that he doesn't.
Is a passing manoeuvre?
It is.
Oh,
PRT driver
Saint
around
Sim.
in Ferrari.
Saint Sim is around.
He sure has, and thankfully he hasn't taken out any other drivers, and he hasn't sustained any extra damage that he didn't unnecessarily need. So,
Yep.
very unfortunate there for Saint Sim, but yeah, make a plenty of time, mate. Get cracking, you'll be right. Oh, and who's that just gone around in the Audi? That was Rules. Wow, what's the track temperature now, K-Man? Do we know?
It is still 26 ambient, 35 track, so it's
okay.
down.
There's a few guys losing.
Degree?
It has gone down one, but there's a few guys losing traction going around forward. Maybe it's I noticed that there's some slightly off cambered corners, and if you've got your traction control too light, like too low, it absolutely, it just wants to turn around and flood out.
Oh, Scotty's run a little wide there.
Paradox goes up, never backed off. Last lap was an 08 flat. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's
Scotty's made the move on Cobb McCool by the looks of it. Oh, oh dear.
He's gone out wide. I don't know if there was a touch there, but
didn't appear to be. It looks like he just outbraked himself a little bit through that corner. He's right back on Cobb McCool's tail again. Oh.
Is drain of fire in the Merc, is he? Oh, there's been another mistake. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, because he's just saying the Merc's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Let us know what you really think, mate. Don't be shy. So Scotty Pye's got him back in front of Cobb McCool, and Scotty Pye's up in a P16, which is good effort. Hasn't really been too much of a change at the top. Team Little Bears up there.
Still sitting there.
Kick and Ripper's probably the best mover for Team PRT.
Norm's definitely hanging on to the back of Flung Poo Panda.
Yeah, I reckon he's
those three.
Going back up on him again. Oh, I don't think to be honest, I'd hate to be racing this closely. I think I'd prefer just to cycle around by myself, to be quite honest.
On a track like this, I probably tend to agree with Ads.
Yeah.
Somebody makes a mistake behind you, in front of you, and you follow them maybe, or outbrake yourself, and there's a little track cut. So.
Yeah. I think I've done 15 laps around here, to be honest.
Yep. And
it still doesn't feel like I've clicked with it yet. Well, not even close, to be quite honest, but I'll have to do some practice before next Tuesday.
Yeah, I think I've only managed to do about 24, 25 laps, so not too many more, and yeah, you definitely need to get into a rhythm.
Yeah, look, I was lucky last week. I mean, I qualified 12th, and thank the gods that people in front of me that turned around and gave up their positions. That I was able to move up into whatever position I finished in, which I can't remember, but certainly in the top 10, which I was happy about. That's pretty much all I ever aim for now, is finishing in the top 10. Just trying to have a clean race and go from there. Mind you, though, last week I was getting a little bit of a touch-up from a red Coca-Cola style livery BMW. Can't remember the name of the driver, actually. I think it might have been Andrelli. So a little bit of pressure there. We had some close racing, which was good. By the end of it, I was sweating. Cobb McCool's just coming to the pits. And for the first race for the season, I think I actually got a foot injury out of it from my accelerator pedal. So, yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Just wondering why he's coming to the pits. We've got 43 minutes to go, and I couldn't imagine that this would be a scheduled pit stop.
Is there another car in the pits there, or is that showing as us ads? I'm not too sure.
Oh, I don't know, mate.
Only one car in the pits that I can see. So, but Team Little Bear's now closed in on the back of, you know, sorry, yeah, I'll kick it and rip it. So here he comes on the on the hunt through the pack.
Let's stay with Team Little Bear because I want to see what the difference is in top end speed going down the back straight.
Yep.
I'm just wondering if he'll. Whoa, he's done a track cut there for sure. Oh, geez, that was close.
It's showing Psycho in the pits.
Yeah.
That's just looking at the track map there, car 175 sitting in the pits. That is Psycho, and it was a Lexus.
Okay. Team Little Bear's getting very close to the back of.
Yep.
Kick it there.
Not a lot of, doesn't seem to be a lot of gain there.
No, not that. Well, let's go down the front straight. I'm still more interested in the back straight. And what this is doing, these two guys battling the way that they are. This is bringing AB Saints into the mix with these two in the BMW N4. So we've got 3 different manufacturers about to join up. And I reckon Team Little Bear will be as keen as mustard to get past Kick It Rip It at the moment. Kicker's doing a really good job just to keep to his race line. He just pulls out every now and then, too, mate. Like, it's just enough to put Team Little Bear back behind him by, you know, a couple of tenths.
Righto, Rain's coughed it up, I think, with the first number. He's gone with 4 drive-throughs tonight.
Yeah, we've got a couple of numbers there, so 7.
We're on the back straight now.
Oh, here we go.
It looks like he's made a mistake and he's
no, he's
back.
Gone.
But,
so AB Saints is in there now.
Flung Poo is ahead. Sorry, Norm is ahead of Flung Poo Panda.
In front of Panda.
Oh, he's gone wide.
And that's all it takes.
Yep.
That second last corner from the main straight is an absolute doozy. You've got to get that one right.
Yeah, you spoke too soon, Burrow. Back to P3 for Storm and Norman.
Where? I've just missed that. So Psycho's screen kept cutting out.
Oh, no.
That's I've been having issues with my screen where it says the HDMI cable isn't detected, and it's actually a real pain in the neck. Like, it goes black for a couple of seconds. And
have you looked at getting a new cable, maybe?
I have got a brand new cable, but I just don't know if there's like a high performance cable that you can buy that you can plug in. Like, I've got a 4K TV.
Yeah, so it's good Team Little Bear. And Squid's got him.
Wow. That's an excellent little bit of driving there from Squid. So he's another guy that's improved over the last couple of seasons as well. He's one of those guys that just sits back and drives and does what he needs to do. And then all of a sudden, as the season progresses, you see his name popping up closer to the top of the list. And no one's normally discussed anything about him, and then all of a sudden, bang, there he is, and it's, does a great job in terms of consistency. So well done to him. He's got some good positions there so far. Shamrock's still in P6.
Steady.
Around in the alley.
Doing the laps.
So got a nice livery as well too, mate. Is that the same as you've got?
No, all slightly different.
I think Rain, I might check that out actually, mate. It's a brand new TV actually, and obviously brand new PlayStation 5, so it doesn't get disconnected. I can't see how it would be loose, but I'll definitely check it out.
The only thing it could be, Ads, and I'm not an IT expert, is obviously the PS5 is HDMI 2.1, I think, and I don't know whether you should have a compatible cable. I'm not saying your TV has to be, but maybe possibly something along those lines would be worth considering too.
Yeah, okay. I'll definitely check it out because it is quite annoying. We've got Cooker Brother that I've never seen before. Has come into the chat as well. G'day mate, how you going? Thank you for jumping on. Change of lead. What have we got? Oh,
Flung
Pandas in T1.
Yep.
So we've missed that. Did you see that on Gaz's stream, Burradog? What
there we go. Look, and
Jesus Christ!
it's
a real battle.
It's on here. But I'll wait for Burra to pop up and say there's another track cut.
I'm going to pull my hair out soon, and I don't have any.
I can't lend you any either.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Panda's just done the big block move. Good defensive driving. Oh, thanks, Bounty. That might be what. Yeah, change the hertz. I'll definitely look at that.
Yeah, it's sort of along the lines of what I was sort of saying. So.
Yep. I thought you might have still been talking about Blue 33, mate. Carmen Electra.
Gaz has got back out front again.
Yeah, this is a good battle between the green cars. Gaz just clipped the curb in there. The turtle curb.
And these guys are doing a really good job. So I'm going to say we're approaching half race distance, and we still have not had a drive-through. I'm not saying that there may not be some guys that are a little bit close to the edge, but yeah.
Yeah.
So Rain's got a nice afro coming in, mate. He's growing an afro so he can borrow some. Maybe I should hit him up first.
Well, I reckon you need hair more than what I do.
Yeah, I do. I think I'm past caring.
I can grow a scarlet, but that's about all. This is a good battle up front. How's Rain of Fire going fitted into the team anyway, mate? As vice captain, how's that all?
Oh, mate, I nearly went to say something I probably shouldn't, but no, he's slid on in nicely.
Yep.
Yep.
That's good.
So we're apart from up the front, we've got Saint Sim. His car looks like he's had a few more hits than Elvis. In amongst low NZ, who's doing a pretty good job there tonight.
Yeah, and you got Inderalls that's about to join this little party as well. It's interesting that there's quite a few 3-car battles on track.
There is, isn't there?
Yeah. So Shaky's up to P21. He's done his pit stop. Oh, and look how close St. Sim is in behind. This is the 2 Ferraris on each other here. Which is good to see, actually, because you don't see as many Ferraris as what we used to. Oh, and who's that come? Oh, Enderalls has come up on the outside.
Yeah. Into the back straight. Ferrari against the Audi.
And I reckon the Audi will probably pip him at the end of the...
Yeah, got him.
He has.
Oh, back to the inside? He thought about it.
Jeepers creepers.
Maybe a few less battle scars, and he might have had that the option there, being able to pull it up.
Oh, looking at the damage he's got on his bumper bar.
Yeah.
he probably got about 10 or 15 seconds damage, I'd say. No, that's good on you, Rain. That's good to hear, mate. And we're absolutely privileged to have you in that position there for the team. Looking forward to when we have our team captains meeting and have some input, mate. So, yeah, that'll be good.
So Cermic Squid to the pits, yes, for BHR.
Track's gone down 2 degrees since race start. So what's race strategy here, K-Man? What's your strategy for next week, mate?
Go long,
going long, going short, going hard, are you?
Go long, go hard. Yep.
Yep.
Quite possibly. That's the plan.
Yep.
You know, get down to that last, you know. It'll all depend on tyres and lap times, I think.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to have enough fuel in the tank to give you some options. You know, to if you decide or want to or need to go long. It's the same scenario too. If you've got some pace and you're caught up in a battle, you know you might choose to go early, but you've got to have that flexibility. If you've only got fuel to half race distance, it sort of you know ties you in.
Yeah, it does. Hey, do you want to jump on X-Ray for a second? I just want to have a look. He's 1/10 behind.
AB, yep.
AB Saints. Now these two guys, I swear to God, they were born from the same womb, but from different mothers. So don't ask me how that works. But these two guys always
brother
seem
from
to
another
end
mother.
up. That's it. Always seem to end up together. Thank God they're on the same team together. And they're generally in a chat with each other too. So EXO, if anyone doesn't know, EXO is a mean-looking MF, and he's a lead singer of a Bon Scott tribute band in Perth. So if ever you get over to Perth, make sure you look him up and go and join him at the pub that he plays at and have a few frothies, because he sounds like an absolute superstar, EXO, and he's a bloody good contributor to the chat that we have in our team as well. But doing a great job, those guys back there. And we've got Flunku Panda still putting a fair bit of pressure on Gazza by the looks of it. And Norm is just doing, he's playing, and I'm probably going to take the words out of Burrow Dog's mouth right now, but he's playing the safe game, and he's just sitting back, he's just maintaining that distance, and he's not getting tangled up. Probably just wait till the pit stops are done, and then I have full confidence that he's probably just going to send it in the last sort of 15 to 20 minutes of this race, and he's watching these guys, watching where their weak points are. He's going to let them battle, and then just stay in there. So someone did call Norm for the win. I can't remember who it was now. I think it might have been.
And still not a drive-through at the halfway mark.
No.
Great stuff.
I predicted 0 drive-throughs. Did I say that earlier on?
0?
No. I just said
halfway through. Keep pushing.
I've got no idea. I honestly thought there would have been at least 4 by this stage.
Yeah.
There probably will be next week, and that will be me. Definitely one of them.
You may not be the only one, mate.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Actually, I'm probably sure of that. Wayne Morris has jumped up in there into P9. I know a few boys have pitted, but
yep,
still a solid effort.
Yeah. No, he's driving a clean race. It's an awesome effort, actually.
Oh,
we've got it's gone a little bit wide over the turtle curbs there. I reckon he'll cycle back in. Probably around position 13, 14, 15 maybe. Once he does his actual pit stop. It looks like Shamrock is slowly catching up to the back of Mr. Harris.
Yep.
How's he enjoying his racing so far this season, mate? He's a newcomer.
He's loving it, having an absolute ball.
Yep.
Best thing he's ever done, he said.
Okay, that's good. So he's got full support from the good partner.
Yes, he does.
Are they married?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, so the good wife. So the young daughter of
my daughter,
Penny Rogers.
Well, she thinks it's fantastic because she goes off to the other room and she's actually currently pregnant and due mid-April with their third and the third grandson. It is another boy on the way, and she thinks it's great because she'll go to bed and she watches what she wants to watch while he's on the sim.
Yeah, good. So another boy. Well, there's another bloody generation Bruce racer to come.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, there's 3 of them. So the eldest is 7, a 4, and one on the way.
Well, you better start investing in. We've got pit stops going on now.
Oh yeah, we have too. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, the 3 of them have all gone in.
They have.
Interesting.
Yep.
First 4 are in.
Wow.
Let's just have a look here.
Emma Harris is
carrying on. And Shamrock.
Well, he's got Shamrock on there. This will be the first time in the race that SAR 1 and 2 have led the race.
Little screenshot.
No, let's go back to Gaz, mate, and just see who pops out, because they're all going to come out at the same time.
There we go. Let's have a look at these boys sitting there.
See who's done a Ron Jeremy and missed the box. Shot over the box.
Oh,
there you go. Panda's out early. So he's done the old jumperoo through the pit stop. So that's an awesome effort.
Let's just wait and see, mate, that we don't see anything pop up as they cross that pit exit line.
Yeah, well, looks like Norm has had a little bit of an issue. I wonder if he had a bit of an issue at the pit stop there. They are. So Flung Poo Panda has done the big jumperoo on Gaza in the pit stop. And all 4 of them have come out without any issues of speeding through pit lane. So.
Will it even? No, that's. Yeah, wow.
There you go.
I'll just jump around here and just see whether the SAR boys are about to pit or they're following instructions.
Or are they following instructions, are they?
You never know.
Go long.
Never know.
Do a John Daly.
Yeah, go long.
Do you have a strategy for your pits in terms of when you come into the pits to try and get into the box ride and blah 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 and shutting the engine down? What do you do?
Well,
that's critical to your position in race.
It is critical, and Matt Harris is in, and so is Shamrock 1 lap later.
Yep.
It is critical. I don't do the fastest pit stops. I'm the lazy pit stop person. So I have my pit speed limiter set to automatic.
Yep.
And my start, my ignition and starter button. I just use those manually. So. I do try to pit when there's nobody else in there, or not too many people, because I think it's key to be able to see your pit box. So I think that's important when you're coming in to line your car up, because we all know what that's like. If you miss it by half a metre, there's another 4 seconds added to your time. So it hurts.
Yeah.
So we've got Gaza.
Sure does.
Gaza is coming through.
Gaza's dropped off slightly. Yeah, my strategy for pits is I come in, I quickly change to bonnet view because I'm a real driver, so I drive behind the dash.
Yes.
Unlike these guys that jump on the bonnet. And no offence to the guys that drive on the bonnet, but bloody weak as piss. If you're driving on the bonnet, you've got to be driving on the dash.
I agree,
and I'm not paid to say that either.
But I don't
100%.
change. That's interesting. I don't change the bonnet view.
No, I change the bonnet when I come into the pits.
Yep.
And then I cycle through my MF. Is it MFD thing?
Yep.
Whatever it is.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I cut the engine manually. So
Yep.
I've got an auto pit lane limiter. I cut the engine and then quickly put it back on. And then I sit there and I put my little down to start the engine, and I started it just as the one disappears.
Yep.
And then I drive off. So in the time that I'm sitting in the pits, I've actually cycled back through to the dash mode. But
Yep.
I use the bonnet mode because you're in the centre, right? And you can see that little pit board much easier and line it up to the arrows. So there's nothing worse than dropping into your box and then getting pushed backwards or forwards or sideways and then lifting up. That's when you start to see seconds disappear. But a race can be won and lost, or positions can be won and lost through incorrect position of your pit box. So important that you get it right. Yeah.
Totally agree. Nick's not having, Shaky's not having a great night. He's back in the pits again now for his second time, so which is unfortunate.
I actually picked up on that pit strategy through watching that Yardia on YouTube.
Yep.
So he does the same thing. He's a dash driver, but when he comes in the pits, goes for the bonnet, so the set drive lifts it up, and you can actually see it better. So if that's a strategy that helps you guys, then yeah, good luck. Normal cockpit view, I think, ran a fire, so I can't see the steering wheel. It just sits right up there in front of me. So yeah,
because obviously recently, well not recently, a little while ago, they gave us that option of the field of view. If anybody has or hasn't done it, there is a calculation that you can go and look at based on the size of your TV, the distance from the TV to your eyes, and it tells you the numbers that you should actually punch in, and then you can adjust your height and a few other things around that. But when I first did it, it's a little bit daunting, a little bit different. But excuse me, if you have it set right, it really does give you that immersion of speed. Allows you to see apexes a little better. So it's definitely definitely worth looking at if you haven't done that already.
Yeah, actually, I tried that calculation when I was from Pornhub. So yeah, just to try and get closer to the TV and
the tape measure.
Yeah, my nose was nearly touching the screen, to be honest.
We're back to the racing. Back to the racing. We've got kick it and rip it just half a second off Team Little Bear again.
Now that calculation thing I actually did with Project Cars 2, and then when ACC.
Oh no! There's been a touch.
Oh,
around they've gone.
That is a touch. Is there going to be a redress? It looks like he definitely is going to redress. So that's really good sportsmanship by Kickett there. Unfortunate that they've both lost significant time on track.
Yep.
Considering AB Saints is looming up in the background there.
Saints Sim's still circulating too in the Ferrari, and also Spurious Noise. Two guys still left to do their mandatory pit. Oh, and here we go. There's number one, Paul Wayne Morris. The first drive-through of the evening.
Team BHR. That's bloody disappointing. He'd be shattered that that's occurred, especially considering he's up in P16, which is a good effort. Feel for him already. So we've got one so far, but that little incident between Kickett and Team Little Bear just looked like Kickett coming a little bit hot. I did see on the YouTube replay there that he tried to evade the contact, but just literally had nowhere to go. But he's done the right thing. He's conceded the spot, given it back to Team Little Bear, and then the guys can continue on racing. And there's minimal contact there between the two, which is good. So anyway.
Black Falcons asked us just put something up there. Have you noticed that the pedals move in dash view? I haven't, because my legs are too short. Ads, have you?
No, I can't see anything below. I can't see anything. It's purely just dash.
Yeah.
That I'm looking at. I don't have any steering wheel, no legs, no nothing. So, and I haven't played with the field of view settings this time. I'm actually comfortable with where it's at right now.
Yep.
I have no doubts that that if I did make a change, it might improve. I know that Jamie did that last season 7 when he won the championship. Jamie TC, he did a lot of changes with his field of view, and it made a massive improvement to his driving and being able to see apexes. But I hate change, so you know, I'll guarantee if I did one little change, I'd stuff everything up. So I'm comfortable with where I'm sitting right now.
Yeah, Knox uses the calculated field of view in his cockpit view.
Yeah, Norm 8 seconds behind Gaz, and Gaz is actually
I think Norm
behind.
I noticed when they came out of the pits, Norm was in there for a bit longer. Now I don't know whether he was repairing any damage or whether he maybe overshot his pit box. So there's 4 seconds straight up. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Humble B, a stop go 30 seconds. That'll be for, I would assume,
speeding through pit lane. Yeah. And here goes Kigat. He's just going to try and pull another manoeuvre on Team Bear.
Saint Sims now is in the pits.
Seems to be the closest battle on track at the moment. Wayne Morris still hasn't served his drive-through penalty yet. He's got 3 laps to do that, so hopefully he gets that done relatively quickly. We've still got 17 minutes of racing. Anything can happen in that time where some of these guys in the top, 14 positions could easily get another drive-through. I have no doubts that there'll be guys sitting on 3 track limit violations. And they'll probably have moments where they close their eyes and hold their breath. But so far, the racing's been pretty damn bloody good, actually, K-Man. Like, considering that half the night you've just talked shit, and I've listened, it's been good racing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Again, the guys have done a stellar job.
Yeah. I think I'm the one that's actually talking shit, so...
Sorry, mate, you've gone a little quiet on me.
I'm here.
That's good. You're back again?
Yep.
Let's get through this. Let's get through this field, and because there's a few gaps out there. So we've got Flung Poo Panda in P1.
Doing a great job.
Absolutely, for BHR.
Gaza,
where's he gone? There's Gaza. The old Ruse BHR stalwart. Doing another great job.
Down to 30.
You should ask Burra, is he still only on 2? He didn't pop anything up.
Yeah, no, he hasn't, has he?
No.
Hopefully Burra's still with us.
I don't know what Rain and Fire said, but he retracted his message.
Did he?
Norm cycling around. Look, you don't know, tyre pressures. You didn't get the tyre pressures quite right. Obviously track is still 26. Ambient is still 26. Track temperature 33. Bits are missing in the Merc. Burra still on 2 for Gaz, so that's great. Great to see.
Yeah, he hasn't dropped back any further. He must have made a little bit of a mistake to drop back. Looks like Norm's probably picked up a second on Gaz.
Yep.
Not
a lot of time left though in the race to close that gap in.
Well, I mean, anything can happen towards the end there, but
we'll jump back down here again to Kick It and Rivet and Team Little Bear because they're still going at it. These two.
And they're going hard too. So he's dropped back down to P14 after his pit stop and dropped in behind Saint Sim. Humblebee hasn't served his stop go. Tell you what, that bloody AMG looks pretty smart, doesn't it?
It does. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, he's so close in there behind Team Bear.
He's thinking about it.
Going very deep. Missed his turn-in point. Who they got in front of him there? It must be a back marker.
Maybe a lap car. Yes, they are. Possibly Spurious Noise. Yeah, 555, Spurious Noise.
Oh, he's just jumped back in there in front of... I can't see any blue flags, but he's been shown.
No, I don't think we'll see them in this view, mate.
Oh, rightio.
So he will get out of the road, but I think Kickett's made a little bit of a mistake there, and yeah, there you go, leaving it wide.
Yep. Oh,
probably not the best place to try to do an overtake and get out of the road either, but...
oh, there's the blue flags there, yep.
Back to just a bit of a scroll through while there's a bit of a gap. So we've got M. Harrison P5.
Looks like Runner 5 was replying to his missus' message, but it's actually written on YouTube chat instead of on his phone. I've been caught like that before too.
Yeah, you've been caught sending me messages.
Oh, I have actually. Hello, hey honey, I can't come and pick you up this afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm busy practicing on ACC.
That's right. Oh, I just responded, that's a shame.
Yeah, I know.
Shamrock in P6 again. You know, been pretty consistent, which is good to see. And in the laps, coming up on the back of Cobb McCool, so I think Cobb probably should be seeing some blue flags, I would think, shortly. There they are.
You know what? I reckon the thing is too, mate. The blue flags are probably way off track.
Oh, it's a huge circuit too. But they should be popping up on the screen as well. Do you know what I mean? It should be popping up on in the driver's car. It was like, oi, well, there's one.
Did he go around by himself?
I'm not too sure about that, whether he'd made a mistake.
I'm just going to watch it on the YouTube replay just quickly.
I don't think he made a mistake. I don't know. Well, maybe he slowed down. I don't know.
I'll tell you.
Here we go. Did he something? Shamrock's got on the power way earlier. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Irrespective of the Cobb way down the field.
Definite contact between the two.
Yep.
Without a redress. So there's one for you, Ty, to discuss with your driver.
Yep. Sir McSquid, P7, great job.
Yeah, and exactly what I was saying earlier, mate. He just socks around under the radar, does what he needs to do. Doing a good job there.
Team Little Bear's broken away from Kick It and Rip It.
Scotty Pies moved up into P11, so that's him down from 18, I think. So that's a good effort. Who else we got? Andrew Rules has gone right back down for GRT. Wayne Morris just served his drive-through, Cobb McCall. Shaky Nick's down to 19.
Yep.
And Adami for GRT's down to 21. He's 2 laps behind. So Adami's also very new to ACC as well. So he's come over across from Project Cars 2. Been with Project Cars 2 and Rouge for a very, very long time. And you know, again, to be similar circumstances like myself when you're just sort of learning the ropes and trying to come to grips with the game, it's can be difficult when you're not used to it. So
Rain's had a few Jim Beams, eh?
Yeah. Looks like Gazza's actually starting to make up a little bit of time back on Flung Poo Panda.
Yes.
Who was 2.9 seconds behind. Norm's actually dropped back a few more seconds, so Gazza's actually making a little bit of a reigning flung Panda back in.
Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can't see any other close battles.
No, I can't see any.
Very close just on track there, mate.
giving the guys, the rest of the guys, a bit of air time. And give Gaz a little bit of time, a couple of minutes, to see whether he can close it in and we can get back to them.
Yep. Moradol's just ordered in, engineer for BHR.
Gaz are pushing hard. Nice. Christoph in P13 at Porsche's.
That's a good effort actually in the Porsche.
Yep. Doesn't look too straight. The front end at least.
No, he's definitely got some superficial damage on the front end of that thing.
Probably suffering a little bit with turn-in. Excuse me.
Well, the Porsche's terrible. You get the slightest little bump in the Porsche and it wrecks the whole aero balance.
Yep. Exo looks like he's about to lose his front splitter in that Lexus.
Oh, so he's had a bit of a knock there too.
Yep.
He won't be coming back into the pits.
No.
That's him. He'll be racing to the end. Yeah, Pesky, 100% mate. The BMW is potentially the new BMW, the Boatley, the Beamley. And for season 8, when we ran it, it was the go-to car for most people. And then halfway through season 8, the Audi Evo 2, as driven by Valentino Rossi, was released with one of the updates. And the Audi Evo 2 is a much better car driven versus its previous model. Handles the curves a lot better, a little bit stronger in straight line speed. So now that's the sort of, I guess it's an even thing between BMW and the Audi of car choice. And we were a little bit worried that most people would choose either the BMW or the Audi, and I'm thankful, as we discussed earlier, that we've actually got quite a few different manufacturer names racing here tonight, as we do in Tier 1. So yeah, it's good.
Rules is doing a good job, mate. A nice straight clean car in P15.
Well, it is now. Yeah, he was up there earlier, but remember he got turned around. So he has made a bit of a comeback.
Gazza is closing in to within under a second now.
Yeah, we need to keep an eye on that.
No, he's obviously had an issue by the looks of things.
Okay.
He's had an issue. It's blown back out to 2.2 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
Hopefully it wasn't back markers in the road or anything, but...
Yeah. So we do have... Is that Christoph? That's in the middle there?
Yep.
Yep. So he's not fighting for position. He probably just needs to get out of the way.
And he has.
This is what he's done. So good road craft there. Well done.
Back down the back of the grid, we've got low NZ and another Ferrari. That's looking quite straight, which is great to see. Another newcomer to ACC and his second race. So yeah, he's doing quite well. Sorry, that's not true. He raced part of last season with us, but has had been coming to grips with the game. Wayne Morris has done a good job considering he's had his drive-through.
He's got a little bit
back in P17, so that's dropped him down a little bit. Bob McCool.
Showing bits of I love that. I love that old style bloody retro Aston Martin. But it looks quite good actually.
Yep.
There is a potential next season we could be running older model series cars, so that's something to think about, guys, if you're thinking about what season 10 is going to look like. It's an idea that's been thrown up in the air for discussion, so happy with your thoughts on that. And it brings back the Nissan and the early model Bentley and the early model AMG and Porsche and whatnot, and Audi, which should be interesting.
Nick chasing down Cobb McCool, now down to under a couple of seconds, obviously with only 4 minutes to go, but considering his night, that's a pretty good recovery from there.
No, that is. Yeah, like look, it's disappointing that he qualified so high.
Yep.
I think what was he, fifth or sixth?
Yep.
Doing a great job.
There was a slight touch between the two, himself and M. Harris, but it was an additional tap following that sent him spearing. So I'm not too sure who that was. I just missed it.
XO's 4/10 off of Christoph for position. And even Interrules is in that little battle too, so this is a three-way battle between these guys. Oh, and look at the pressure that's been applied to those guys, and Christoph will just be sitting back there wondering what the hell is going on. And where have these guys come from? As they make their way onto the front straight. Interrules has gone on the inside, he's going to collect a little bit of rubber there. Oh no, that's a back mark, is it? I don't even know. I can't keep up. There's two Audis there, and I don't know who's who. For Team GRT.
I think that is car number. That's Norm in amongst
it all.
Is it? Yep. So they're all having
where's he come from?
Christoph drives through.
Where's he so far back? Hey?
No, they're lapping. And poor Christoph has got out of the road and got to drive through. Oh no. That's what it is.
Oh, this track sucks for that, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, well, the way I say it is, well, you shouldn't have had three, and the fourth wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I say the same thing when I'm having a glass of wine. No, that's disappointing too, because, you know, P14's a damn good bloody effort.
Yep.
For SAR up there, but anyway, Interrules has gotten through. XO and Low NZ potentially will come through on position from Christoph's drive-through incident. As we've got a minute 42 to go, we've got Plung Poo Vander is in position 1, so he's a brand newcomer to ACC, and I can honestly say to the crowd from the BHR team captain's perspective, but as a commentator to watch Poo Panda, Gaza and Norm for Team GRT from the race start have been stuck to each other like glue, and it has not been an easy race. There's been position swapped. We saw a position swap in pits, and you know, the race is on. So all three of those guys have done a brilliant job with the pressure, and it's all sort of played out now with position. But this will be amazing for debut. And we've seen a few debutants come out on track too, mate, where they've taken race win. I think that might have been
M. Harris did round 1.
Yep, there you go. So Team SAR. As I said,
so what we're looking at here, mate, in the top 6 is BHR 1-2, GRT 3-4, SAR 5th and 6th.
Yep. So yeah, we've got P&L, PRT in there in the top 10 as well.
Yep.
There's been some unfortunate
BHR, 4 BHR in the top 10. That's good going, mate. That's good for the points.
1, 2, 3,
Scotty Pye
4,
drives
5.
through. Here they come.
Oh, no.
Is that 4?
Yeah, does it? Yeah. Does he need to? He can drive into the pits and circuits, can't he? And cross the finish line.
I think he'll have to, won't he?
Yep. Well, he had St. Sim right up his clunker, so that will be a position change right there. Oh, he'll be shitting himself too now. So what's that? We've had 2 or 3? 3.
I think that's 3. Oh, 3 and a stop go.
Yeah. Let me just look through the chat here just quickly. No one picked 3. I think I picked 3 actually.
Oh, you said 0.
I just won the Daily Dose prize. Oh, Footner's not on tonight either, but guys, by the way, because he's on his second date with his Asian girlfriend. I know she's only Asian because I saw a picture of her. So
here we go.
Good luck to you, Footer.
Flunk foot.
What's he doing?
A formation finish. I thought Gaz was going to nail him then.
Who are they waiting for?
I don't know, but finish the race.
Jeez Louise, they got me.
No.
Oh, that's a bit cheeky.
That could have ended up disastrous.
No, that's a
Bits of missing coming around for P4.
Yep. Who's that pulling off to the side in the Lexus? Well, it's saying a red flag. What the hell's going on?
M. Harris.
Oh, look at this for a close battle. They've got a red flag.
The finish line's further down the track. We forget that.
No, it's not. It's early.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's further back to the back of the screen. So they'd already crossed the line. Shamrock, P6. Cermic Squid. There we go, P7. Team Little Bear bringing it home. And P8.
Yeah, that's a good effort by Team Little Bear. Tom Olgate will be very happy with the pressure that he had on him as well. Something good drive. Well done to him. Kick and rip it for Team PRT in position 9. He'll be wrapped with that position, I have no doubts, and Bounty will be patting him on the back and throwing everything at him as a job well done.
In the Ferrari. I hope Scotty goes into the pits because he might be stung with a 90-second penalty if he doesn't. Oh, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
Plus 30 seconds. Oh dear.
Yeah, gone into the pits. Anyway.
And here comes Humblebee. Bringing it across the line.
Where did that put Scotty Pye in amongst all that?
It may not change his position by looking at that.
Okay. Well, there you go. What an effort by Flung Poo Panda on debut. Has taken out position 1 at the Circuit of the Americas track, new track to ACC. A track that a lot of people were fearing, I have no doubts. Great drive. I can certainly tell you that was not an orchestrated finish. Those guys have raced from start to finish. Both BHR and GRT with Norm. Well done, Norm, on your finish there, mate. Well done to Team Baradog for bringing Norm and recruiting him into his team. Really good find. So, from what I can see in terms of racecraft, has shown some excellent driving skill set there. I have no doubts he'll be a person that we see up in the ranks in Tier 1 very, very soon. So we've got bits missing in P4. GRT again, finished very well. M. Harris, well done. So was the points leader. Now, interesting, K-Man.
Yes.
That Flunk Poo Panda and Gaza never raced in round 1.
That's right.
So M. Harris has raced in both rounds and will potentially still be sitting up in P1, I reckon, after this race, mate.
Well, potentially yes, but keep in mind they will get to drop their worst round.
They will.
But then if you didn't race and you scored no points, you get nothing off. So
that's right.
It can be, I believe, a little bit of a disadvantage.
I reckon it is too, because when you don't race, you sort of lose that opportunity.
So even though you can drop your worst round, but look, the quality of these Tier 2 guys is very, very good. Particularly, by the top half a dozen or so, maybe not, maybe a bit more than that. Team Little Bear can really show his pace as he did in round 1. So, Shaky down there was a big improver tonight compared to where he was in race 1. So there's probably a solid 10 guys here that I think are going to be going hard for the championship.
Mate, I reckon if I race in this race tonight, I would be lucky to make top 6. There was some quality driving in there.
Absolutely.
And those guys have, like as I said, race start excellent apart from a couple of little complications. Nothing like what we saw last week at Indy in Tier 1. So hats off to those guys for a good race, clean start. It was excellent. And yeah, some really good racing. But so really wrapped for everyone that's finished. Well done to all the guys that have participated and put in the time and effort to practice. Really good effort. Thank you to all the people that have jumped on and participated through the YouTube chat. Apologies for the interruptions to the start of the stream. Obviously, K-Man was working for a couple of hours trying to get stuff sorted out. Well done, mate. Thank you so much for your efforts in terms of trying to do that.
No problem, mate. I know the importance of it, so I'm glad we could just bring something for the guys that race and again for those that like to watch it. We hopefully I've fixed the issue now, so when it comes to a fortnight's time we'll be well and truly on top of it, and we can display a few more things, updated individual and teams championship points, which is key. Thank you, Ads, for joining me again. Another stellar effort, and to those that stayed with us and watched till the end.
Yeah, no, it was really good. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate you being part of us doing this tonight. And as I've said in the past, we volunteer our time to do this. We do it for you guys. We're definitely not the A-class commentators of racing, but we certainly get in there and have a crack and do the best we possibly can. So appreciate any feedback that you send through. Absolutely love your support. And next week, Tier 1, we'll both K-Man and myself will be jumping in there in the hot seat personally ourselves. So we'll try and do the best that we can and look forward to catching up for round 3 with you guys. So thank you very much from Adam.
Yep, thanks guys. Enjoy your week and see those of you on track in a week's time. Excuse me, and the rest when we stream again in a fortnight. So thanks for joining us. Have a good week.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Cheers,
see you guys. Bye bye.